Hogwash.
This is SlideToUnlock. I'm Morgan Fix.
Tyler Mack.
Fraser Thompson.
Right on. So we've got kind of a 2-week hiatus that we're coming off. Not really. Like Tyler, you were just saying you did an episode last week. Me and Fraser both haven't had a chance to listen to it yet.
He furiously masturbated into a webcam and posted it on YouTube.
It's just chat roulette for 3 hours. Tyler busted nuts.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a video podcast.
How did you know?
It's a Viagra.
So so what was it in actuality?
It was me sitting down with two buddies from Sheridan, Ontario College. Yeah.
Where you went to school?
Yeah.
Okay,
two guys.
so you're
two very talented artists, very funny guys. Sit down, like remember old school stuff.
So you cheated on me and Fraser, essentially, is what you're saying.
To learn how to draw on computers. What do you have to say for yourself, Tyler?
I'm gonna give that a listen for sure. I just it's been a really crazy busy week for me.
For all of you who don't know, Tyler got married and went away to school a month later.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy. Like it's a bold move to So you got married.
You
guys
went to
on your
Cuba
honeymoon.
that night. We were piss drunk.
That was great. You went
home.
that night.
Yeah.
Like that before this podcast. I think that was the last time, for sure, the last time I had seen you.
That's the last time I saw my belt.
Your belt's gone. Your
belt's
belt
gone.
belongs to your neighbor
Belt's
now.
gone, yeah, someone has it.
That's funny.
But-
So okay, so quick little at Tyler's wedding, my pants ripped, and I wasn't wearing a belt with my dress pants, and
I guess I had two belts maybe.
yeah,
Or
and I
yeah,
had to go to my
yeah,
car
understand.
and get work
Two belts,
jeans,
people. Okay.
and you lent me the belt, and then when I went to go return it months later, I'm pretty sure I was just in another zone, and I put it on your neighbor's doorstep or their door handle. So your neighbors own your belt,
Like the ones
or something.
upstairs?
No, it wasn't it wasn't even
Oh,
the
the
right
wrong
house.
house, that's
Because
right.
when I came for the first podcast, I walked up and I was like, I would have remembered these giant evergreen trees.
Yeah.
Like I left this belt on the wrong house. I don't even think it was the same side of the street. I think I just had the address. I was in a rush to get out of the city, and that's what happened.
And that is the second time I lost my belt, and there's someone walking outside.
Yeah, just saw.
Oh man, so many people walk
That's
walk
true.
around here all the time. It's because of the area, right? Because of Palmerston, it's just this running path that goes all the way through R.A. Steen Community Center, and the summer, man, good times in that room right there. Lots of bouncing, lots of cute puppies, and lots of cute puppies.
Talking about bitches?
Yes,
Bitches and
bitches.
Are you talking about banging bitches in a room while people
No,
watch
not
you?
banging them, just watching them run by.
Oh, you're talking about voyeurism.
I guess so, yeah. Just watching Milfy babes run by all day. Voyeurism. Or just...
It's a lycra world out there. Lycra spandex.
Man, yoga pants.
Yeah, that's
They
a whole
get
other
me
topic.
every time.
They get you every time.
Every time.
All right, we're being way too cool here.
Yeah,
Let's get nerdy.
Let's get nerdy.
Tyler, you were talking about doing a what if segment.
We never even talked about the wedding, but this is what we did.
Oh yeah, the wedding.
Okay,
Where
let's
are we
just
going?
quickly
Oh, you
finish
moved
that
away.
thought.
You moved away after the wedding.
We all got drunk.
We got so drunk.
Morgan and Jill said, Fraser, you're way too drunk to drive.
And then
And then you're like, you know what, man? The cab's out here. We're just gonna drive.
no, there was literally I'll say this right. I feel bad saying
That
this
was the
on a
worst
podcast,
storm
but
ever.
that was the craziest storm
Yeah,
ever.
the worst storm ever.
The worst
We had
storm
a foot
last
of snow.
in a night.
Easy.
It
In,
went from
few
a really
hours.
reasonable winter to fucking.
That's the only way I didn't get pulled over. Only
Yeah.
way.
Oh, yeah.
It's because everyone
I was
looked
too
like
drunk.
they were shit.
I was too drunk to drive. Me and Jill had a plan. We called a cab with tons of time. We realized there was a storm. It just never came.
Yeah.
It just never fucking came. And we were there at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You guys were already in Cuba, and we were waiting there with the staff, and the staff was giving us the crossed arms and the toe
Yeah.
tap, we're legally obliged to wait for you to get home, but. We
Yeah.
want to get the fuck home right
We will
now.
look the other way if you drive home.
And that was just it. That was all we could do. And I drove. I stayed in the literally. It's just your wedding was Portage all the way over here, and I lived Portage right here.
Yeah,
so
I
I
lived
stayed in the
close, too,
same
yeah.
lane. There
I
was
was
the
3
only other
kilometers.
person I saw on the road was you, pretty much.
And I'm in my fucking army green fucking Punisher.
Yeah.
A fucking Punisher skull on the hood, driving like a fucking idiot. But
Whatever,
staying at
man.
home.
That's why we have big truck cars.
Yeah,
you put it in
nothing
4x4 and you go.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah.
Tyler moved away.
So after that. After all that drunk driving and terrible actions,
Yeah.
but that were unavoidable.
We're here.
we're here.
Yeah.
Tyler moved away to go to art school, which is like it's crazy to me in Fraser. I guess it like makes sense. It obviously makes sense to you guys, but like it blows my mind. Like, that's crazy.
There's so much confidence in what I'm fucking saying.
I'm sure it was more crazy for me more than any of you guys. Like
I'm sure
on a higher level.
I think your
like,
I think it was great. I think your timing was very poor.
Well, whatever. Like you got to do what
As
you
long
got to
as
do. She
things
was
are
done
good.
school and like going into working.
It's like I'm not gonna like I wasted so much time already, so it's like get started now.
Yeah.
And then go from here.
I always think you're younger, but you're old as fuck. You have great.
Yeah,
hair.
look how great he is.
He's so
It's
fucking
getting bad,
old.
man.
You need to come see my girlfriend and get your shit taken care of. Pretty much.
Did my hair.
Is your girlfriend gonna shave Tyler's balls? Is that what, like? What do you mean get it taken care of?
It's a plug for my girlfriend's ball shaving service. And she's listening probably because she listens to the podcast. So
Does she?
hello.
Whatever. However you get your apprentice
You
hours.
guys don't even
you
listen
However
to
you
the
get your ball
podcast.
shaved.
She listens to the podcast and you guys don't.
Yeah.
She's dedicated.
I listened to the podcast.
Alright.
I just didn't listen to the last one. I didn't listen. I didn't,
See,
it was
right
really
back to
funny.
the thing. You went away right after you
Okay,
got
well-
married. Your wife has no
yes,
more interest in your things.
So I did a podcast with this guy,
oh.
and it was really hard to do a podcast without
the single
Morgan being.
I'm not single, but not married. You know what I mean. I'm the non.
Sorry.
Sorry. Continue. I'm an asshole. Go ahead.
It was hard to do a podcast without Morgan being the host, whatever. And it was like a train wreck at first, and then it started getting better and funnier. And
Did you kind of took on the host
Yeah.
role
Did
a
you
little
do
bit?
it over the phone?
no, it was over Skype.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out how you did this.
It was-
Like,
it
I
was
thought it was
hard.
maybe pre-recorded.
It was hard because it was like 3-second delay or a couple second delay. So it
Was the sound was okay though?
yeah, it was not bad.
But were the
Uh,
images of your penises linked up? Were you able to see
Yeah,
each
chat
other?
roulette. That's
Were you
basically
able to
it.
see
You
each
just-
other naked?
You just, now let me see your dick. Now I'll show you my dick.
There was no pictures of my penis
Okay.
this time.
This time.
Yeah.
Issue of Green Lantern to come out next month.
What dick pic?
Speaking of which, I had a conversation with someone about the gay superheroes or whatever, and someone didn't know that Green Lantern was gay. Do you know which version it is?
It was the first Green Lantern.
So it's Kyle Rayner.
No,
No,
the first
that's
the
the one
one
that I
with
did.
the actual lantern, the red shirt.
the gay one.
Yeah, the gay one.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Sorry.
the first generation,
Yeah,
like
the,
when
yeah.
when Flash had like the helmet and the.
Exactly.
But North Star was the first openly gay. That was in the 80s. They announced
did that.
North
Well,
Star
yeah,
was
they-
gay. It's in like 2 panels. He's
Well, maybe Green Lantern.
openly gay.
Maybe
like, very gay. Like,
Maybe Green Lantern wasn't openly gay. Maybe only Batman knew that.
That's true.
that Green Lantern
Everyone thought it
was
was gonna be Aquaman though, but it's like DC's approach is like we're gonna be announcing someone's gay.
Aquaman is not gay. I want to flip this table right now. He's the manliest
Okay,
man in the
what was,
ocean.
That's
What
true.
was-
Everything he looks at, like fishes, they kind of look like vagina mouths. And, you know,
Oh,
it
look,
looks like a floating.
I
pussy.
like fish. I'd fuck a
I'd
fish.
take a
Whatever.
fish in mouth. If I was Aquaman. If I was Aquaman.
No, just
No, fuck a fish.
I'd fuck a fish.
You see pictures tonight after the festival. Morgan, big beard fish on his cock.
Yeah, that's my
This is
dick
how we
pic.
get down. I go back into there.
Uh,
So we probably should mention that too. That you're going to a massive beer festival.
it's-
with Tyler and Tyler's wife, Kirsty.
That's gonna be. I can't believe you guys.
You
Okay,
guys should
so
join up later.
Yeah, we'll see what's up. We usually repeat, like I said, 2.5 hours of sleep today.
Well, that's-
yeah, you're exhausted. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm
Maximum I
like.
get on Friday. Like every day when we do this podcast, I get 4 hours sleep max. So today was 2.5.
I'm at
looking
like
for toys.
4, I think. Yeah. You were where?
Well, we'll finish talking about your beard thing. I want
Okay,
to hear more
okay.
about this because we talked about it a bit. But
Well, okay, so
because you can't see it, you will see it. But
we'll take a picture of it. We'll put it up there. Yeah, it'll be all over the internet. I guess like this is a nerd cast, and it's not just about comics and everything like that. It's just about being nerdy. And one of the things that I'm nerdy about is music.
Yeah.
And I've just been nerding out hardcore at Festival de Voyageur. It's been my first one ever.
Oh really?
Well, like I went when I was 4. You know, like I went tobogganing with my
I used to
mom or
go every
whatever.
single year with my grandparents. Every single year.
I'd never been. I'm not French, and
I
I'm
have 4 Saint-Thieu flèches.
like I don't like I don't speak. I can't even tell you how many awkward moments.
French. Yeah, I can speak.
I can't even tell you how many awkward moments I've had where someone comes up to me this weekend. Anyways, Festival de Voyageur is this awesome festival that goes on in Winnipeg in the middle.
Thing, yeah.
In the middle of winter, and February, and there's tents, and they've made all the tents huge apparently since last year. And there's bands, and it's heated.
Cedar chips on the floor.
Picnic
tables, booze.
The maple syrup.
Tiré sucre. Which is essentially pulled sugar.
Yeah, and then the tortilla, meat pies
beaver
everywhere.
tails.
I never had a beaver tail.
I didn't have a beaver tail there. Not yet. We'll see. It's still one weekend left. Anyways, I fucking love Festival de Voyager. I just seen so much good music this weekend.
Lots of fiddle.
And so, not even that much fiddling. A couple bands that were. There was a Cajun night and like a French music night and stuff like that. But I only saw a little bit of fiddling, but just so much good local music.
Yeah.
And they have a beer competition every year. And there's like, I think 5 categories now. They added a new one this year. So one of them is you shave your beard on December 21st, and you raise as much money for hardest stroke as you can, and the person with, I guess, the longest beard or awesomest beard today wins. And then the other category is the novelty category, which is like the crazy styled ones that look like bird nests and crazy shit like that all the time. I was going to go in that category, but I decided to go with the Voyager beard.
I thought of a really funny beard just now.
Okay.
It would be like, I'm looking at your beard, this is going to be really funny. You could never do it, but like you'd have to do it like for like a Morgan thing or whatever.
Yep.
Little penis.
And like the beard is like
a tiny penis. It's just like one of those like engorged pube bushes. Like, yeah. Yes. Like a little fake like baby dick. Like,
baby
dick. It's
dick.
so funny. Anyways,
circumcised, non-circumcised, probably circumcised.
Yeah, uncircumcised, like
baby dick.
So many people are just not used to that, so like it would be really.
That's like weird looking.
They'd be like, "What the fuck? That's a fucking penis." Uncircumcised cock, like that's a fucking cock. You're like, first of all,
is that a
chin? Is
this unpainted Freddy worm?
Yeah,
Nope, that's a dick.
Penis.
So yeah, you were saying Festival, beards, awesome. Novelty categories, the crazy ones. Voyager beard, which is one I'm going into, is just big and bushy and woolly.
To look like the character from the Voyager.
I'm just as big as possible.
Yep.
Woolly and bushy.
You need a blue coat.
Woolly and bushy. And
you need a blue coat. If my coat wasn't brand new, I have a blue freaking coat that would be perfect.
I've got my sachet.
If you had the blue coat,
like you're going into a contest, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna be holding a number.
What is the criteria of the contest? Is it large? So is it girth? Is it like?
It just says Voyager beard, wild, woolly, and bushy. That's all it says.
So were you better off with the icicles and like the wood chips and putting in there?
I
what
guess,
about a bunch of tiré sucre?
Just stuck in there. You know what, man? That happens when I go to festival, no matter what. For sure happened to me in front of like a group of hot chicks, and I knew like one or two of them. Like, oh god. The other thing about festival is like I'm a king there. Like everywhere I go, everyone's like sweet beard, man. I go into the snow bar, and they like don't ID me or anyone who I'm with. They're just like, oh, right this way. Sir.
This is where the nerdy part comes in, because like any other day, well, beards are cool now. Beards are cool now.
I guess so.
I've had a beard forever. It's not like a long beard, but like I've had a beard forever now. And my dad's had a beard forever, and I never thought I'd have a beard.
Has beards never been acceptable?
Beards are cool. Chicks
they're
are
like
fucking all about beards.
Yeah.
Like chicks just like they'll fuck beards. You know what I mean? Like they're just down with it. You know what I mean? So I guess that would be I would say that's the nerdy thing. That's where it equalizes an everyday man into God for one night, right? That would be
chicks
a nerd
that
thing.
like beards fucking love beards.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
I think you know what it might be. I think it's maybe it's like a absence of their pubic hair. This generation of they love it.
It's like taking it back.
Yeah, they're taking their pubes and throwing them on your face.
Love it. Love it.
I heard this study way back when, and it was like girls have this strange attraction to men with beards during the winter months. And then during the summer, they like clean shaven
So
guys.
that's the other side of it is like the like
robustness of the man.
not the robustness, but like take it like evolution. You know what I mean? Like before we had heaters in our houses, all we had was beards to keep us warm. You know what I mean? And so yeah, so like I've had a girlfriend. This was years ago. who said,
That's great.
you having a beard, like a big beard is like me having big tits. Like that, we're looking at, like, you don't think so, but we're looking at big tits because that's gonna feed our babies better. You know what I mean? And the
It's really hard to see big vaginas through pants.
Yeah. Oh, I love me a big
Just see
vagina.
it, just right there.
I fucking love. Oh yeah, there
Fucking
it is.
peach.
Fucking gray bush.
Alright. So
So
festival, that's cool. I'm stoked. I didn't go yet. When does it end? Do we know?
Saturday.
It ends Saturday.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Tomorrow's
okay,
your
I
last
might
chance
have
to go to
check out the
festival.
festival. That's really cool.
My phone's charging right now, but I can tell you everything that's. The app is amazing.
Did you go down that slide? Because there was a slide last time I went.
I did not go down the slide. There's a whole like area where you with like tons of tubes around, and you just go down. Like it's all kinds of good stuff there. Good for kids. I took my mom there on Monday. Like she had a blast. I snowshoed there twice. Like it's
snowshoed there.
Yeah, from here.
Oh.
Once from Osborne,
and got some fucking looks for like half of the way, eh? Like when you were going down like sidewalks.
No, I went down the river the whole way.
Oh shit! Obviously.
Yeah, but like when you get to the forks and everything, it's like crazy busy because of the skating and whatever. And it's just like, you know, me like this with my onesie on and my sash and like snowshoes and my backpack with an X Mini like blaring awesome music. So I'm just like walking down and people are just like giving me sideways stares like, can I really see? Like it starts off really sparse over here and you see a couple people walking their dogs on the riverbank and they're like 20, 30 feet away from you. But then, like, once you're, like, right in line with them, they'll hear the music, and then just like, hey, nice. Like,
you should go with the Michael Myers mask one time.
Well, okay, like, this is the mask I wear, like, when I walk to school every day. Like, it's a skeleton mask. People get the fuck out of my way sometimes.
Like, I was gonna say, you should borrow, you can even have it. I got a fucking Scream mask. Wear that Scream mask, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, just on the river, just like,
Because it's got, like, mesh.
trudging along.
It'd have, like, breathable.
Oh, I could put, like, horror music on.
Totally. Totally.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, I must be scary for,
Texas
like,
Chainsaw Massacre all the way down.
We should make a horror movie. A low-budget horror movie. My
It's
brother
not the
and
worst idea ever.
It's a fantastic fucking idea. Think about the amazing, like, decent, like, prosthetic, special effect, like, makeup and shit we could do.
We're already good at
And,
that.
like, you know what I mean? We could do it. My brother, when he was a kid, like, that's the only reason I like horror movies. I think this is our segue into maybe something else.
My friend Harris Gale.
Oh, I know fucking Harris.
You know Harris?
I worked with Harris.
He's jizzing his pants over what you're saying right now, like making a horror movie.
Really?
Like he wants to do that for
Josh
sure.
Gale's brother, yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, Josh Gale. Yeah. We the only time I ever hung out with Josh was we went to play airsoft, and one of us shot him like right under the chin. Just
The
like
only
under
time I
his
hang out with those guys was back when I hang out with a lot of shitty people. I'm not saying those guys are shitty. I'm saying like
No, they're
the
good
river.
people.
No, they're good guys. But the crew when I like knew them, like Harris, I knew from Silver City. Worked with Harris at Silver City.
Okay,
And,
so like since then.
So like I knew Harris. Josh was like I met him at parties and like
Harris
drug
like
dealers' houses and shit like that.
His obsession with movies and that type of stuff started at Silver City, and like he went to film school. I don't think he finished, but like
He
is IMDb man. Like he is a nerd's nerd. We should definitely have him on the show and pitch this horror idea to him.
Dope.
Yeah.
We ran into Spicy J.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where?
At the Maples Comic Con. That's another thing we'll talk about right now. Is we went to the Maples Comic Expo. Maples is an area here in the city. It's predominantly a Filipino Middle Eastern community, and what they did is they opened up a small Comic Con that's more accessible to vendors who really can't, afford the expensive tables at the Comic Cons that we have here in the city and other cities. So it's $50 a table for anyone to do it, and people were making lots of money. And it was $3 to get in the door. And I personally found something I've been looking for forever: a Marvel Legends White Storm that I snagged from Tyler. And
I found
he found it, and I grabbed it.
Yep, I need this.
Well, I didn't have cash, so it was kind of like not like I was like, I'll buy you anything you want. It's like, I'm not gonna buy you something I need.
he took it so fast out of my hand. There was like a little cloud of the cartridge card in my hand. And I was like, whoa. And I was like,
I replaced it with someone else's dick. I was like, you go,
I
fucked. You go fuck.
So where is it? Like I know the Maples pretty well. Is it at the flea market?
It's in the south south end of the city. And
No, it's not the north end.
North end.
Maples, yeah.
Is it? Oh, what am I talking about? Obviously,
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
my
smoking
hood.
a joint backwards. Essentially.
I mean, like, where in the Maples do they do, like, at the
Maples
flea market?
Multiplex. It's a community center.
Oh, a community center.
Yeah, it's right beside this Maples school too, I believe, and the
Okay.
ice rink there.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
they did it there. It's small space, but it's good, nice
not
and
bad.
intimate, totally packed though.
Well, they just canceled that other mini con.
Yeah, and
too.
this would have gone on regardless of that. This was like independent of that. It's
So
kind
to
of
get some of the overflow from it, or the
yeah. It's well, no. It's
No.
this is the anti-con. These are the people who don't like the promoters of the con. Yet there's also tons of people there who have no issue otherwise. Names don't even need to be said.
No.
I don't even know how.
We
to
saw a
names
lot of
anyway,
people
so.
we know.
We saw a lot of people we know. Saw a lot of people I didn't fucking like. A lot of grease balls, but a lot of really awesome.
Well, it's the
artists.
Maples.
A lot of people bringing out their personal collections, and whether their prices are astronomical, you're seeing, first appearance Wolverine. We saw a guy wanted $1,600. He could have taken himself out the back and shot himself. But what else did he have? He had first
is
appearance
that
Punisher.
sorry, I don't get it. Is that too much for?
I believe so. It's
$1,600
dependent
is
on.
it's not that bad. I've seen it go for more.
That guy's not going to let you take it out and look at it. This guy, I even right away, he's like, well, I'm not really interested in selling any of these books. Why the fuck did you pay for a table at a Comic Con then?
To show off his stuff?
Yeah, I guess that's this is the neurotic world we live in of geeks and nerds. They just kind of want to be seen.
Yeah, like these guys pay
It's only $50,
So-
right? Like, so it's
for
like,
a table.
Yeah.
Oh
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah. I'm gonna bring all
And
my
he was
cool shit. I'm
splitting
gonna
it.
show you all my cool shit. I'm gonna put giant price tags on it so nobody buys it.
And come to think about it, he was splitting with that other dude.
Yeah, it's 25 bucks.
That dude's in just to show his shit and be like, I got these.
Yeah.
books. I could pay
I
$25
get
for
that.
my Spider-Man collection and
But
make
then,
them
and
pee
then again,
themselves.
as an artist, you probably should have split the difference into their table there.
Totally, no time.
Next
no.
year.
There wasn't
Yeah.
time to prepare, but
I
I was
didn't
thinking
even
about
know about it until you said so.
I
Like
just- yeah.
the whole other thing, like me as not an artist, like if you guys ever need help with cons and tables, just like moving shit around or anything like that, I just kind of want to be there and be in the scene.
I'm totally
and,
down
like,
for that.
Check it out, kind of be under the scene, I guess.
We're totally
If you ever
down
need
for
my
that.
help,
I can get
I'm
you
a
free
phone call
passes,
away.
but we're totally.
I don't
down
care
for
about the free pass. If it's like
No, it's-
$3 to get in, I don't
You'll
give
get
a
a free.
shit.
You'll get a free weekend pass.
Ooh.
And but you just need to be there, like not like waiting on hand, but just like be there, like actually like. If you're gonna be there for the day, be there for the day. Then we'll make an awesome day of it. We'll drink, smoke, and do whatever.
Man, I'll dress up like something retarded.
Totally. Have
Yeah.
costume changes. Things you have a table, you can have costume changes in the middle
Man,
of the day.
I literally have a tickle trunk.
Because that's the thing. If we do that, then we do plan that. Then what we're gonna do? I'll get.
We
parking
can rep the
passes.
podcast at
Well,
it.
Exactly. And
Whoa!
get a parking pass for underground, and that way we can even do podcasting in the car where it's completely quiet and away from the con.
Cool.
Because that's gonna be completely horrible for noise. As far as
Bet you if we requested it, we could get like a private room. They got tons of private rooms upstairs at the convention
guaranteed,
center.
it's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's not an issue. But yeah.
But even if it wasn't private,
knows?
like even if we were just like in
In
somewhere
the
doing
car?
it, and then like the fucking whatever girls come in and they're like,
Yeah.
that's in the background of the podcast. That's gonna be
Well, I'm
great.
sure we can get some. Definitely some good stuff, some good sound bites and stuff. Maybe we can get some celebrity sound bites.
Oh, that'd be great.
Interviews and stuff.
Not even interviews, just quick little like William Shatner saying, "This is slide to unlock." Like that would be sick. Just sound bites. Yeah, that'd be
That'll
sick.
never happen.
Yeah.
but,
No, well, for $500 it will.
Yeah, it would probably. Yeah. Well, probably more. I'd be like, oh, that's a plug for blah blah blah.
Yeah. But whatever, maybe one of the celebrities listens to Slide to Unlock. Whatever. Okay, so should we go into the what if? Let's go into the what if. The Maples Con recovered.
Maples Con was cool.
Okay.
Yeah, good time. Yeah.
The what if. So Tyler came up with this idea for a segment. We're going to call it the what if segment, where basically we are going to come up with our own what if scenarios with existing comic book characters.
In the any comic book universe.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
anything. It could be
Anything.
cartoon. It could be anything. Any type of what if. Okay, what I would like to do is probably like one good one per episode, and we'll all
Let's go
discuss
with
it. And
Marvels
hit
a
it.
day.
Let's go with let's make it easy, like a good and easy.
Easy.
So do you want to go with the Uncle Ben? Because like we were getting into that Uncle Ben thing.
This idea is in comic form.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it exists
So
already. This is
it's-
not our idea.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
is not Tyler's. Yeah, like you were saying, you have what
What was the
the
one I said?
you have the number one what if or
Well, the one I own. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was the
What If #1? Just the Spider-Man joins the Fantastic Four.
right. Spider-Man joins Fantastic Four.
Which that happens too. It's like it's like
I guess like maybe earlier on.
later
like,
the Future Foundation Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But they weren't.
That's not the Fantastic
The
Four.
thing is, he
I guess,
wasn't.
yeah, that's true.
They had different numbers on their chest at that point. He had a 5 on his chest.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? He was the 5th number.
Yeah.
So like he was still alive. John.
So what happens in the comic? Is it just
like all the other books I have that have any sort of value? I pretty much have not read them.
Okay.
But yeah, tell them I know.
We should digitally download
This is why
that.
Brian knows everything.
Yeah.
Brian.
So anyways,
Next week will be our special guest, Brian Keeler.
let's make our own what if. So the one we were talking about before is what if. I guess you were saying is what if Uncle Ben didn't say with great power comes great responsibility, but I'm taking it further.
What if he
what
died?
if there was no Uncle Ben, or what if Uncle Ben was just a piece of shit?
What if Uncle Ben was just a piece of rubber in Aunt May's bottom drawer?
Yeah, exactly. Like what if there was no Uncle Ben? What if there was? What if there wasn't?
Uncle Ben?
What if there wasn't a positive influence on, or I guess like at what point would that positive influence have to stop for Peter Parker to still become Spider-Man? Like he still has to be a science nerd or whatever origin story you're going with Spider-Man for him to be in that lab and get bitten by the spider. But he doesn't have that like with great power comes great responsibility
The
part
spider.
of it.
I think the spider is very simply, if it was done in a comic book, is like he was in a lab. So what if he was Peter Parker who didn't give two shits about science, which really is well, it's not completely relevant.
No.
He learns how to make his web shooters. He does all that stuff. So
He's in the movies. He's not, or I guess like in the newest movie, he's not like
He's bitten, and then it's later on like he's going through all these changes, and then what's his face, Uncle Ben. Then he says, "With great power comes with great responsibility."
yeah.
Then he makes the bad choice of not tripping that burglar at that.
Bonesaw.
but if there wasn't even
That wasn't Bonesaw though.
No, in the older one, it was Macho Man Randy Savage. Is that guy still alive?
no, he's dead.
Macho Man died.
Yeah, he's dead.
Fuck. Mediocre.
He snapped out.
Mediocre wrestler, amazing rap artist. That's what I got to say about the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, buddy, there is a Macho Man rap album. It is gold. You have to listen to it. Everybody go YouTube it right now.
Is this like
There's
WCW endorsed?
Oh no, it's not. But there's totally like Hulk Hogan rip songs and stuff like that. Like it's so funny. Like it's so funny. He's trying really hard to put out a rap album, and it comes off hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Never even would.
So, what if Peter Parker was a douche and he got bit by that spider?
Like, what
would the world be
If
like?
Uncle Ben never existed, Peter Parker is just some dude. A spider, which the same scenario happened, just there was no Peter Parker in the lab. The spider gets out. You know what I mean?
Maybe-
It's just
maybe
like
not-
a cheetah escaping from a zoo. He got
But
bit by
maybe
a
not-
random radioactive spider.
Maybe he's not like just some dude. Maybe he's like more like the negative characters in Spider-Man, like who, like
How about
Flash, or like he was just like one of
what
the
if
jocks.
Eddie Brock got bit by the spider and not Spider-Man? What if
Whoa.
Eddie Brock became Spider-Man before Spider-Man?
We're saying that Eddie Brock went to school with him. We're taking that universe with him.
Sure, that's the original.
Well,
universe.
whatever the origin
That's universe
story.
one.
We can have our own origin story. Maybe Eddie Brock is a volunteer at his school. Maybe there happens to be a news thing going on at like, kids take in the news lab, or
what
you know
if
what I mean?
What if Peter Parker never existed? What if it was Eddie Brock? Like, well, Peter Parker exists, but like the
He's
fact
just
that
Peter Parker,
is just
and
fucking
that's it.
Peter Parker.
He's
He's like
New York's
whereas-
best scooter
yeah.
pizza delivery driver.
Whereas
and
like
that's
people
it.
don't know that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Peter Parker still gets picked on. If Eddie Brock were Spider-Man and no one knew he were Spider-Man, what relation would Peter Parker have to him? None. He'd be still maybe getting picked on.
Eddie Brock would just be Spider-Man. Like he would just do like
he'd be the villain that freaking J. Jonah Jameson says he is.
Yeah, because
I
he'd be
think
like
so. I think
he would
so,
get
yeah.
really diluted really quickly, right? Like he'd be so full of himself, and he'd be
Yeah.
like, "I'm the best. I can lift
'Cause
this."
he was only
He probably
angry
wouldn't even have a
because
secret
Spider-Man-
identity.
That's pretty true.
He probably wouldn't have a secret identity. I think Spider-Man would be Eddie Brock, the hero. You
Yeah,
know,
he'd
like,
be a hero. Yeah, I think he'd just be like a dick hero. He'd
Yeah.
just kind of like a
Maybe
like.
the anti-hero kind of thing.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be bad because he's only bad because he hates Spider-Man.
That's
he
the
gets,
thing,
He
he
loses his
would be
job.
Well, no, but Wolverine though you can't help but love. Like,
Wolverine can't die though.
he's
He's
an
cocky.
anti.
That's why.
What's that?
Wolverine is the way he is because he can't die.
Right.
That's the only reason he's the way he is. Otherwise, he is a fucking small little runt who would get killed in the first fight.
If Eddie Brock was the way he was, and he had superpowers, and there would be people coming after him like the Rhino, just to fucking punch him down.
But he'd be huge. I think Eddie Brock would still be way bigger. He's obviously a taller person. He wouldn't be as muscular as he was in Spider-Man 300.
Bigger than
but
Peter, for sure.
Yeah. But he wouldn't be Spider-Man 300 big. He'd be like fucking more like Flash Thompson, like fucking football.
That's my biggest problem with the third Spider-Man movie is just like Topher Grace's build.
Those don't
just visually, like it's just like in the I don't know, like I wasn't super into the comics, but the animated series,
he's so big.
Well, it's just he like has the most, like he hates Peter Parker so much that he goes into a room, he goes like into seclusion and just starts pumping iron.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking Topher Grace.
Fucking
mix the two
hate Peter Parker, and he just pumps himself up.
His neck is so big. This is what I keep thinking when I think of his neck is so big and just so veiny in that comic, and it's all like Todd McFarlane, right? So it's all just like really, really cool.
Yeah,
and really good art, and like that comic I read. That comic I read. Venom looks stupid in that comic.
What? Okay, I got another what if. If you guys will, what if Spider-Man kept the symbiote?
Spider-Man was doing good with the symbiote.
He was. Well, I mean, to a point.
No, because if he kept the symbiote and if he kept going in the way he was going, the actual heroes would come into play and.
Oh, you think there would be some intervention?
Yeah, like Fantastic Four would be on his ass so quick because, yeah.
Well, he fucking kicked the fuck out of what's his face on in the Secret Wars on that planet, and he just wouldn't stop. And it's not even on a fucking cover. Like he's just like wailing, and they're like stop, and like he just won't. Like,
okay, hold on, back it up. Spider-Man as
Spider-Man. Yeah, the black suit Spider-Man. Like when they
first exactly. That's what it is. Like he's doing good as the Black Spider-Man, but then he like loses it. Like
first appearance, black suit Spider-Man, Marvel Secret Wars #8. And then they go and put Black Suit Spider-Man into the regular comic books, right? They all of a sudden introduce, because he's right, the Secret Wars, he's on this planet, right? And then I guess, I don't even know how they really did that. I gotta read that.
Or something like
yeah, because like I don't have #8. Like it's a book that people overprice. And
he took the world's greatest supervillains and the world's greatest heroes, and they put them on a planet to have this war.
To make the world's first awesome toy line.
It was a pretty good crossover.
But it was completely just to create toys and stuff, which was great because it really started the more modern day Marvel cards, Marvel toys, and a lot of that stuff because there was superpowers. It first came out, or is that DC? That's DC, right?
Yeah.
That's DC. Sorry, I'm thinking, Secret Wars figures, and you had characters which never had figures before, and they were pretty good. They had those shields. The holographic shields, Wolverine had.
Well, it's just like the ultimate comic book crossover, right?
Oh, yeah.
Before then, you'd get like one comic book hero kind of having like a couple issue foray with another hero. This was like battle royale. Let's get them all in there. Let's like when
how can
else?
we do it that makes sense? How we put them on a planet, like, which really doesn't make any sense. But like that's how comic books always solve things. Let's just create something completely.
So ultimately,
crazy.
I think the Fantastic Four and Professor X and all of them would just be like, well, this guy's out of control.
He'd start killing criminals.
Is so powerful though. Like the symbiote's so powerful. Like the symbiote. Hold on though. The symbiote is still with us every day now. This venom is never gone. The symbiote has never fucking left. Even when they've got it off Earth, it's back. There's been more symbiotes, more incarnations of it. So frankly, if, like Eddie Brock gets killed, I'm assuming, right? Does Eddie Brock die? Or he becomes Toxin or something, and then he becomes
Eddie Brock now is Toxin.
Is Toxin?
Yeah.
Currently?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess nothing really makes sense anymore. It's all we just take it as it comes, and we don't really question it. Like,
we can get it. We can do a whole episode about
it's like 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
New Venom. We're talking like the classic.
He's way over.
Let's forget about Eddie Brock at this point. We're just talking about like Spider-Man as Venom or with the black suit kind of thing. Like, what if it never got to Eddie Brock? What if he killed that guy and like he liked it and he kept going with like he didn't sense the danger. Like Symbiote didn't want to let him go, but he wanted it. Really, like he was like, I know this is evil, Uncle Ben. He like Uncle Ben's voice would come up and everything like that.
This is what never made sense to me. Though, is the only reason the symbiote cloned Spider-Man's genes as far as because Eddie Brock wasn't bit by a spider. This is what I never got. Eddie Brock wasn't bit by a spider, but they said the symbiote gave him what Spider-Man had. So without the symbiote, Spider-Man is still Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So if he never got rid of the suit, or like, you know what I mean, Eddie Brock never existed, for example, I don't think he would have been defeated because he's still Spider-Man. So without the suit, he still has existed to this day until he got killed by the Green Goblin. You know what I mean? And
like the whole other thing is like there's like the Venom suit like bonds with you, right? So like my question is the interjection by the Fantastic Four or anyone else, is that going to be enough to like separate the symbiote? Like, are they going to figure out?
They did it.
This is how it goes. Like at the point that Spider-Man gets the suit, right? We have to take in consideration he's already been Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's already donned the suit Spider-Man, so people know that he's good natured. Now he takes on this black suited alien, and then he's like he's murdering people. People are gonna be like, well, what the fuck's up?
I get it.
Reed Richards for sure will be like, she'll shoot him, capsule him, but for sure later on they'll write him back, because if there's no Flash Thompson or Eddie Brock or whatever, and Flash Thompson and all these other people who have donned the Venom costume, they're going to have to rewrite him. People love Venom, right? So
yeah.
So let's say we're never going to have Spider-Man ever again. Let's say this black suit is going to have him.
Forget about the third wall. Forget about like what people want and how they would write it. Think about like you're in that universe. So now Peter Parker.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Peter Parker has this suit on him. He's killing people. He's liking it.
You gotta. Like,
and then interjection comes in from Fantastic Four or anything like that. How's that battle gonna play out? You know what I mean?
It already happened though.
Yeah,
this
it
is what
did.
I'm saying, though. Like they did that with Venom. So it's like essentially all.
It's gonna play out exactly the same as how it worked with Venom.
Look at Venom like a character. Venom's on a character. It's a fucking ooze that goes on someone that enhances a character. So it's like Spider-Man, this is what I'm trying to say, Spider-Man has kicked the shit out of the symbiote, has won a million times over. Like, yes, that's after that's in the universe that Spider-Man battled the symbiote. But that's if Spider-Man decided not to have the symbiote, to push it away. But what if he kind of always had a love-hate relationship with it? Like, why hasn't Spider-Man donned the suit again? That'd be badass. Like, bring back...
It's called Back in Black.
See, that's right.
But he's not, it's not just symbiote, it's just a black suit.
That's exactly, that's the bullshit. He should get the symbiote back. But, like, and the thing is, like, Spider-Man beat the symbiote, so if Spider-Man, ever, decided to keep it, he's, like I said, he's still better off as Spider-Man. So, or not better off, but he's still just as strong, because he has won. We've seen that side of the spectrum. We haven't seen the one that we're talking what if, right?
He's definitely stronger with the suit on.
Totally, but at the same time, he beat it. He got it off. Eddie Brock, who's stronger than him.
He doesn't keep that strength, right?
But he's beat every single version of the symbiote. This is what I'm saying.
He doesn't.
We've seen every possible outcome on that side of the
symbiote is obsessed with Spider-Man. Like,
of course.
He's like the first initial and
Totally.
like the best host. And I think that whole Eddie Brock
DNA,
thing. Yeah.
Because it doesn't know anything.
He loves it so much.
He didn't know English before.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Spider-Man taught him English. Spider-Man taught him how to fucking web sling. Because otherwise, how in the fuck did the symbiote know how to produce webs?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying though. So Spider-Man is the key. So if it was like, you know what I mean? If Spider-Man, like the first what if we're talking about, or like the second one, I guess, where it's like, what if Eddie Brock, what was it we saying?
What if Spider-Man kept the suit? What if he kept the symbiote?
Was that the one we were talking about originally? Okay, well,
originally
No,
was
not originally.
Eddie Brock.
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben, okay, never mind. Well, yeah, no. Okay, I'm on point then. Anyways.
Even the Future Foundation, he comes and gets that white suit, and the suit itself is able to change its appearance. So he switches back to the black one.
Yeah. Still,
well, it'd be pretty useful at night, like for like.
I mean, I could.
It's a cool suit,
put on
like
spandex and change the color of that too. I mean, it's just I
never liked that Future Foundation.
I think it's stupid.
I didn't really like it.
I just traded my Future Foundation Spider-Man Marvel Legends.
What do you think about Venom posing of the black suit Spider-Man?
Oh, that's very cool. I think it's very ingenious.
Avengers.
I think it's very ingenious. I think that's wicked.
The Dark Avengers.
I think that's fantastic. But that also shows that the symbiote can do lots of things. I think that the fact that they've made the symbiote look like different things is kind of stupid. I mean, I guess that it's it's fluid. It can do whatever it wants. But like, I think they were on the right line when they did all the spawn of the symbiotes, like the separation anxiety.
Totally cool
line.
idea.
You know what I mean? Like the female ones, and like they just keep them looking like Carnage. Don't make them bigger and musclier. Give them scorpion tails. Like I get that it clones their DNA, but like at that point, it should be like a fucking ball of gack or silly putty that's picked up everything after like 4 years.
Like a Katamari.
Totally, just like all the same fucking, all these different things, a big amorphous blob of character traits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It can just call on them whenever it
Yeah,
wants
there's so many problems I have with the Venom thing. It's just that it's
where did it get the scorpion
Same with
tail? Like
Deadpool.
from Scorpion?
Yeah, Matt Gargan. And the thing is, that doesn't make any sense either, because that's a suit. And I mean, he gets genetically enhanced, but the suit essentially just gets stuck to him, does it not? Or it's a suit that enhances his strength. Without it, he's nothing.
Yeah,
or something like that.
But it's both.
And Kingpin gives it to him.
It sticks to him, but it enhances him. And I think
Like the centipede. And,
yeah, but he doesn't have a
Shield.
fucking genetic tail. You know what I mean? It's like, so then the fact that the Venom gets
Well,
this, it's
okay,
not like,
hold on. Is it the suit? Like, is it like an Iron Man suit that makes him stronger, or is it like the centipede from Shield,
Both.
where like the energy going through him? Because then the
Both, I'd say. You don't see
symbiote
energy.
can clone that energy.
He's got a backpack thing attached to the tail that spits acid. So I mean, it's more so, at least in the animated series, at least the way you see it played out visually, is that like the suit just gives him strength, it makes him grow. It's a super soldier suit. It's like, you know what I mean? You stick yourself in it and then you grow. It's a reverse shrink-a-dink. It's you know what I mean? Like that's him. And then so like I guess when I haven't read the storyline, but you can read fucking a book just from its cover in comic books. That's literally why they do it. You know what I mean? Like it's
30 pages for a read.
Yeah, and you flip through it, you can see exactly what happens, and realistically, these fucking, I don't know, these Venom incarnations are stupid.
Yeah, you don't like it?
No, I don't.
I haven't gotten into it. It seems
People
like
love
a cool
it. They're
idea.
so diehard
People
Venom.
love it.
Classic Venom's where it's at. Like, the more classic you get, the better. And like even down to the first issue sucks. Like, it's a great story, but Venom looks.
I might have seen it on Comic Book Man. I think originally Venom was like eating people's brains.
Yeah.
And then they had to write that out because that was like too crazy back then.
Well, my favorite issue actually, Venom was great up until they started coming up with different things. Bride of Venom, that was one of the coolest comic books ever, and I still need to get it. I bought that book, and it was probably the first time they were starting to do glossy page prints, and I bought this comic book. It was right around the time of Spider Carnage too, and I bought that and sealed it in a bag. It's lost.
Spider Carnage?
Yeah, it's actually worth something now. Not
so
much,
like Peter Parker gets the Carnage suit?
Yeah, it's Ben Reilly gets the Spider Carnage, and like it's actually quite a rare book. Like not rare, but it's of the later
it's
books.
So fucking cool.
And it's such a wicked comic. He's like screaming in the front, and I had it, and I had the wherewithal to go right from 7-Eleven and put it right into a bag. Looked at it really carefully, and I didn't collect comics. I collected cards, and I put it in a freezer bag, one of those air ones, and stuck it in a stack of comics, and I don't know where it went.
Ah, brutal.
But also, there's a Spider-Man 18 or 17 or something floating around in that same box too. I didn't know what it was, so don't know where they went. Probably stolen.
I guess that's the what if.
Yeah.
Part of the show. I think that went really well.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be a little bit shorter next time.
yeah, we did 2 what ifs there, I guess, essentially. Anyways,
we can cover more stuff like.
Yeah. Or we can let's come up with a crazy one for next week. Guardians of the Galaxy. Have you guys watched that trailer?
Yeah.
What did you hated it?
No.
No?
No, it's good. I think it's a fantastic idea. Release movies that no one knows anything the fuck about, to be honest. Like, you can't fuck up something people aren't having high expectations of.
I just imagine, I saw all the CGI, and I thought you would.
No, I don't mind. CGI is great. If it's CGI...
There's no way they could do that movie without that much
That's
CGI.
exactly...
Like, you're not going to stuff a guy in a Rocky Raccoon
If
costume.
we're talking about there's no way they can do it because it's too expensive, then that's one thing. But if there's no way they can do it because it's physically impossible, then that's when they should use CGI.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't realistically tell me that a dragon is real. But what you should be doing is all the fucking hero shots and all the close-up shots should damn well be fucking real. You have the technology to make the best and most and fucking absolutely real with the robotics and all the fucking special effects makeup that they've learned for 40, 50 years now. You know what I mean? So that they should be able to do the CGI. These guys get paid more money than any of the guys who do any of the hard physical labor of the casting and the masks and all that crap. These guys should be able to match the real world. And the thing is, they still haven't fucking been able to do that. So when you see things that don't exist in real life or possibly couldn't even exist, like spaceships and stuff like that, sure. But George Lucas did it with fucking models.
Yeah.
And it looked better than anything.
Gene Roddenberry.
Still to this fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And George Lucas, I was even thinking about this today with like Star Wars. He just fucking obviously, he has a team of, even with episode 1, of a million people, let's say, maybe not a million, but like 100, maybe thousands of people working on that movie. And when they first did it, he maybe had like maybe 20 people.
Yeah,
not even.
Yeah.
They had a collective mind of like, what do these costumes look like, and you know what I mean?
And like episode 1, for instance, like with the CGI real stuff, originally was released with Yoda as a puppet, just like in episodes 3, 4, or 3 and 4, and it was shit. Like it was shit. Like you watch that, and it's like
it's pretty bad.
It's hard to watch.
That's because Jim Henson's fucking dead.
I guess. Like I get.
Like, didn't Jim Henson do Yoda?
I think so, but even so,
Frank
like
Oz is like.
It just didn't translate into like high def cameras, or like I don't know what the problem was, but like it looked stupid. It looked like a guy. It looked like fucking Kermit the Frog. Like it didn't look realistic and crazy like it did in episode 3 and 4.
What about Gremlins? Like how badass do Gremlins look? Go watch Gremlins again. Like they look fucking awesome.
Yeah,
like, they kind of move. They kind of
up.
move like this. Like but, I mean,
that was Steven Spielberg too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And that is fucking like first Gremlins 1980.
But what I'm saying is you watch the like re-release of episode 1 with the CGI Yoda, and it's like so much better. Like so much
see
better.
It with the puppet online.
I don't know if I haven't seen it since like probably the first or second time I watched episode 1. Well, yeah, like that goes without saying. He was a horror back when he had 20 people too, man.
I hope he
like
dies.
He was creating characters literally and rubbing it in your face, making their names like anagrams. It was like I just want money, or I can't even remember what that character was.
Kenner fucking did. Or I guess that one.
Mattel or Kenner or whatever contacted him, and they're like, "We've made this character. You have to name it so it's a George Lucas character." And he made it like I just want money. It was just like an anagram of like I just want money, or this is just to make money, or whatever. So like half of it's rubbing it in your face, I guess, but half of it's like him pissed off at the toy company too. Yeah. I guess it's a little bit endearing, not entirely endearing.
Yeah.
I like how they stopped at the CGI at Batista. They like have him as Drax, and they could have had
who's Batista? Not the
like
wrestler.
A wrestler.
Yeah,
that's him.
Yeah.
Why does he?
I didn't even know that until you said that.
Like him at all.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he's a big dude, right? So I'm glad that they chose an actual wrestler instead of having some like no name.
But he's a good actor, like in the sense that he's like a rock, and like in the sense that like he doesn't oversell it. I don't care about wrestling, but that guy doesn't oversell it. He's big. You know what I mean? There's some of those guys who just look retarded and like they can't help but like have the look of like retardism in their eyes.
Sorry, you compared Batista to The Rock?
Yeah.
In wrestling or in acting?
Oh, there's no way they're the same actor, but
no, like The Rock's an actual half decent actor.
In the way that The Rock was.
Batista's like the silent giant dude in
that's
every
what I mean.
movie.
But like he is obviously not as charismatic, but like I would put him in the same category as The Rock as far as like the way that they appeared on WWE. I didn't sense fake, even though the whole thing reeks of piss and fake. It's
I've never even really like wrestling was something way earlier in my life. Definitely haven't kept up with it and ever seen Batista like in WWE. The Rock for sure was like towards
all
the end
the time.
of
He had his own fucking show.
Yeah. Like he's awesome. But Groot looked super cool. That's the tree guy, right?
Voiced by fucking Vin Diesel.
Benicio del Toro looks like shit, and I think he's gonna be Adam Warlock.
Benicio del Toro? No, he's the collector.
Who's the collector?
The guy who collects things.
But who is he in the Marvel universe?
The guy who collects galaxy things, I guess, has like fucking.
I don't know. Man. I don't know. Like I never really read
like,
Guardian.
Like stuff from like he's got the thing from the last movie, the last movie.
Yeah, he's got no, not the Tesseract. Did they give him the Tesseract? No, they give him the Ether.
Yeah, the Ether. Yeah.
They give him cube.
No. They give him from the second Thor movie. It's like the red shit. Once they finally get it back, fucking big fat guy who loves chicken and Lady Sif. Lady Sif go and give it to the collector because they don't want that many Infinity Stones in Asgard. They only want one.
That's the
Tesseract
red Infinity Stone. That's the red one. That one, and this is what the Tesseract's the blue one.
Red, and there'll be a yellow, and I'm sure a green one.
So they'll have a movie for each of them. They'll in each coming
Who knows?
movie. No, for sure they will. That's how they'll definitely do it. They love that. They love.
You never know. It might start with the Infinity Gauntlet because you see the Infinity Gauntlet in the first Thor movie actually.
This one will be Age of Ultron. This one and
the new Avengers.
Infinity Gauntlet will be the third one. Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, because they showed Thanos like.
They showed Thanos, so I think the Age of Ultron will be the second one. That'll be the next Avengers, right?
Yeah.
And then I hope that they start putting these other pieces of the gems inside other.
That's what I'm
movies.
saying. There's going to be one in the Ant-Man movie. There's going to be
there's
going to be one in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
And then,
if not, maybe a few. They could just kill them all. They could just do like 3 stones in Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, next.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe
they could just boom.
Maybe they find the glove with 3 stones in it, or
maybe that's what Guardians of the Galaxy is about.
Think they'll find one in Spider-Man?
What's that?
Spider-Man?
No, dude, it's not the same movie company.
They don't.
Dude,
there's
never.
no
I'm sorry.
crossover.
I love Spider-Man just as much as you.
Hope.
No, you can't actually.
You cannot hope.
No, you can't.
I think you know what then?
It's a legal matter. Like
maybe this is just the hippie Wolseley side of me coming out, but like maybe it's for the best. You know what I mean? Like save Spider-Man as its own story for a while, and then like once it in the future, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, when they can finally settle that financial situation, then they can start doing crazy stuff.
The problem is
like Spider-Man and
like you can't
Fantastic Four and Spider-Man.
So this is the thing that what I wanted to bring up though is we all know about the first Fantastic Four movie that they made just to keep the rights, because Marvel essentially back in the day when they created Marvel Pictures back in the 70s or even in the 60s, Stan Lee realized that it would be smart to buy the movie rights to all his major comic book characters, and so essentially. When Marvel was going through hard times, he sold off some of the rights to those movies for nothing, pretty much, because probably enough just to keep things going at the time. There was really shitty Spider-Man movies. You obviously have seen that old school Captain America movie, right? That horrible movie. And then they made a Fantastic Four movie, but that wasn't when Stan Lee had it. That was a company, whoever bought it from him. I can't remember, Universal or someone or whatever.
I think it was.
I think Fox owns it now. Fox does own it now. Essentially,
there's not another Fantastic Four movie.
Buddy, this is what it's about to be fucking shot. And there's a black dude who's playing Thing, and
Nick Cannon, I think I saw.
Or something.
Nick Cannon is playing.
No, it's not Nick Cannon.
Come
on. My
I
Chelsea was
Nick
looking this up last night, and she showed me all about it.
Nick Cannon.
No, it's not Nick Cannon.
I was about to flip this table.
This guy's darker than Nick Cannon. Okay.
You gotta look up it on your phone or something.
Anyways, we'll look it up afterwards.
I'll look it up right now. Keep going.
But, so yeah, the characters look alright, but oh no, he doesn't play Thing. Sorry, he plays Johnny Storm.
How does that work?
Hold on a second. If Johnny Storm is
they're gonna have him adopted, and like, it's just like and I was telling Chelsea about this. I'm like, I guarantee you, we have lots of friends in the community who are black and who love fucking comic books and fucking toys and everything like that. And I have a feeling that they'd probably, I wouldn't say outraged, but they'd be a little bugged by that. I mean, hey, yeah, it's another one. If you took away a black character and made him white, it'd be outrage. You know what I mean? It'd be absolute outrage, unless it was just like a really bad character to begin with.
Man, if you're trying to get like a positive black character into movies. What? Pick a positive black character that's already out there.
Make a Luke Cage movie instead of a stupid
Make a fucking Luke Cage movie, man. That would be like he's not the most positive.
There's so many like Amazing Man in DC.
Or they could make Blade.
They could do another Blade. They could do what they could.
They could not. Blade is dead.
Yeah, I guess.
Blade is dead. That third one, holy moly.
Blade's like, I made 3 movies, guys. I'm over here. Remember me?
I'm a super positive character.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, that's the thing, though. Like, this Fantastic Four movie is being made. Now, if you look how long ago the Fantastic Four movie was made, like, you'll see that it's done just to hold the rights of the movie. Now, Fox has done good things with Spider-Man. Fuck Fantastic Four. But Spider-Man's, good things. Fox has shit on X-Men. I think anyone out there who thinks that X-Men... Fucking, what's it called, Tyler? That last piece of shit movie?
What?
The last X-Men movie.
First Class.
Oh, worst fucking movie ever. Like, people who like that movie, like, it's...
We've hit this on the podcast before. That was
fucking
pretty
worst
terrible.
Movie ever, people.
That was pretty terrible.
So, like, good moments in the movie.
Good moments. Good moments.
Oh,
good moments.
I hate that.
Continuity with the whole, like...
Just
the
let it be
continuity-
fucking shit. Just let it be a bad movie.
Just the continuity with the whole X-Men movie line that has come out is just driving me nuts.
There's no continuity. That's the thing.
Emma
There's
Frost,
none.
you see her in
Diamond, the CGI in that was the worst thing I've seen in my
But
life.
you
That was
see her
1992
in Wolverine, like you see her
Yeah.
in Wolverine Origins,
Yeah.
and like
She looks
she's
way
there, and then it just like the timing doesn't work out. If you go back to like it's
That was
it
a
just
bad
doesn't
movie.
make
That
sense.
movie was way better though. That
Okay.
movie was better with one or two. bad
So
elements.
Fantastic Four, Kate Mara and
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan confirm roles in superhero reboot.
Yeah.
Wow, this is real.
It's 100%
Who
real.
is Michael B. Jordan from The
And
Wire?
now-
Is
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the black dude.
Yeah. You did say The Wire.
Look at that. This is
So it's not Nick Cannon.
this is not good.
Dude, look.
This is not good. This
looks
is
like
not
Nick
going to be a
Cannon,
good
though.
movie.
That's why, because it looks.
The dude looks like the Jonas brother. And then they pick a chick to play fucking Susan Storm, who, I mean, I'm sorry, she looks like, she looks a little Latino to me. You know what I mean? Jessica Alba, like, but I'm not saying that in a racial thing. I'm saying in the fake blonde sense. That chick's not a real blonde. And neither was Jessica Alba. She looked so fake.
She looked
it was
dumb.
like a
She looked
box
really dumb.
bottle blonde, like a fucking peroxide blonde. Looked
Just
like Eminem.
get
It's
like a
horrible.
blonde actress.
Just
like,
get
I'm with you
no
there.
These are no names to me, and that's cool. That's the one thing I say is cool about it. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be fantastic. You know.
Okay.
So enough about Fantastic
Enough
Four.
about that. fucking
The X-Men movie, sure, you know what, it might be really, really, really good. And you know what, this might be...
The new one coming out.
Sure, it might be like the relaunch of the X-Men. It has been a while. It has been
You
a
know
while.
how many times I've had that? Like maybe this will be the
Wolverine was
one.
good. Wolverine was good.
Yes, they kind of redeemed themselves with the Wolverine.
It was
movie.
a
The
good
Wolverine
movie.
The new
or
Wolverine movie.
the Japanese one?
Yeah, they still made all
Yeah,
they still made all the
it was-
errors that Fox is gonna make in a movie.
Yeah.
Just look at the lizard.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
made the
yeah.
lizard's face flat. Like Spider-Man's great. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's so awesome, and it really is. But like the lizard looked like
Oh, that's
shit.
Kirsten.
But we were super happy
Oh.
about it.
Well, this was a pretty good episode. This is Slide to Unlock.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
am
solid.
Morgan Fix.
Tyler Mack.
Fraser fucking Thompson.
I'm gonna go win a beard contest now. Have a good night.
Slide to Unlock.